Oh, hi there! My name is Ricky Shade, and I'm an artist. And somebody told me that you wanted to be an artist too, so lucky you. I'm actually here to tell you how to be an artist. Yes, that's right. Welcome to episode 2 in my series for How to Be an Artist. Episode 1 was all about deciding to be an artist and that you have to make the decision for yourself that this is what you want to do. Once you've done that, it's time to find your inspiration. What does he mean by that? Well, I have a little analogy that I like to think of when I think of myself as an artist, and I like to think of myself as a garden, okay? And when you're first starting out, your garden is just like this fresh soil. And what you want to do is you want to start planting seeds in that garden, okay? And those are the seeds of inspiration. So you want to think about what inspires you. And so, to give you an example, I'll talk about myself because it's the example that I know best, okay? So I'll go through some of the things that inspire me, and it's not only other artists, that is a big part of it, but there's a lot of things that inspire me and that probably inspire you as well. My main inspiration is this crazy, incredible, wonderful universe that we live in and the sort of immaculate beauty of the cosmos. I'm obsessed with, outer space and science fiction, and I love astronomy and space science, astrophysics. I'm obviously not a physicist myself, but I absolutely love anything to do with outer space, so that's a big seed in my inspiration garden. I love nature and life here on Earth, so I love animals and plants, and so that's another big part of what inspires me. I'm super inspired by fantasy and science fiction, like Lord of the Rings, pretty much anything that's fantasy, Game of Thrones. I was really into the Aragon books when I was a kid. Love the Expanse novels and TV series. Star Trek, huge lover of Star Trek. So those are also big parts of my inspiration garden. And so you want to think about what inspires you. Okay? What do you love in life? What, when you think about it, fills your heart with joy? Okay? Think back to your childhood. What were you really into as a child? That can really help you find what might inspire you as an artist. And these inspirations are all very specific to me. A lot of them probably would be what inspires other people, which is great, but it doesn't have to be things like that. All types of art are valid, and your inspirations might be dark things, right? You might make dark art. Your inspirations might be more emotional, right? You might be more inspired by struggle than beauty, which is totally valid, okay? It's completely up to you what seeds you want to plant in that inspiration garden, and they're all valid. So really try to honor yourself when you're thinking of what inspires you. Don't try to fit yourself into the mold of somebody else, because that is not going to serve you in the long run. And so another thing that you want to think about when you're finding your inspiration is what other types of art and what other artists inspire you. So go online, look up different types of artists, do some research, do some exploring on the internet. Such an amazing thing about living in the time that we live in right now is that you can go on the internet and find so much amazing art. It is like a wild west of incredible artists out there. They're all out there, they're making art right now, and they're posting it online. So go find it. It's like a gold mine. One of my favorite resources for finding other artists is Beautiful Bizarre magazine, my favorite art magazine. And I've just found so many artist inspirations through them. I'll tell you some of my favorite artists, and you can find them online just by Googling them. I love Pekka. I love Stephen Kenny. I love Dulk. There's so many others. Maybe I'll list them sort of down below. I'm definitely more inspired by artists who are alive today. Like, I wouldn't say that I take a huge amount of inspiration from artists throughout history, which is kind of strange. If I did have to pick some of like the sort of more famous artists that more people might know, I'm definitely very inspired by Salvador Dali, by M.C. Escher. I love Vincent van Gogh. I do love the old masters. Like, I love Rembrandt and I love Rubens. I don't have a hugely extensive knowledge of the old masters, but I have been to quite a few museums and really appreciate the mastery and the craftsmanship of their works. So those also inspire me. And one exercise that might be good for you when you're finding your inspiration is to try and find 5 artists who you could say are like your favorite artists of all time. And try to pick 5 of them and really study their work and look at their work, okay? Those other things that you've planted in your inspiration garden, like the things in life that you really are inspired by and you love, study those. We have this incredible resource of the internet right now where you can study anything. So find what inspires you, study it, look at pictures. Those pictures will start to form a catalog of things in your mind that you can start to piece together, and you can start to create a really unique voice this way. If you find inspirations from all sorts of different things, from things in life, from other artists, from other types of art like music, television, books, dance. There's so much beautiful art out there that you can use to plant seeds in your garden. You can use it to fertilize your garden, to water your garden. And over the years, those seeds that you plant through the act of creating art are gonna grow into this beautiful, beautiful garden that is you and the artist that you have become. So, yeah, find your inspiration. There's never been a more fertile time in history for finding that inspiration. Literal gold is at your fingertips through the internet. So go out there, explore. You're a brave explorer in this wild, wild west of the internet age, and you can find incredible inspiration for yourself as an artist. So you've already decided to be an artist. Now go out there and get inspired, and make sure you come back and join me for part 3 in this video series of how to be an artist. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I love doing this, and I'm loving sharing with you what I have to offer. So if you enjoy and you've learned something, I would love it if you liked and subscribed and hit the notification bell. Thank you. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye for now.